It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now here is McGee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Good on both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's the screen. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Knocked loose. And they're pushing it up. The 3 ball. Here's Kennedy. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. And here's the fast break. Here's McGee. Finished off the break.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Simpson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And it's McGee penetrating. Here's O'Reilly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's McGee. Stolen away. Pass to Simpson. That one goes in. Simpson's got his second bucket tonight.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Picked his pocket. That one good for 2. He has 5.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Down low. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
To the left wing. From downtown. That shot missing. Goes up the baseline. Pass to McGee. Tries again. And the layup is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Puts it up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's the floater. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Simpson. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
That gives them the lead.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Count that bucket. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
To the left side wing. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And the home team has possession. Pass to Steffens. Sweet move. And the layup is up and in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Jacks up a three. That shot off the mark.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Got a piece of it. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And he makes good on the layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Fires the three. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
To the middle, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. And he lays it up and in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
From past the arc. The shot, no good. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
He gets it in there.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Here's Simpson. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. A tight game here in Portland. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Then this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Misses the baby hook.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Inside, Kennedy lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Steffens. To the inside. The layup off target. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. They set the pick. There's the steal. They get a hand on it. To the paint to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw missing. That one is no good. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Kennedy. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Yeah, looking in control at this point.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. And another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Over to the left wing. Stolen. Fast break, here they come. And a missed layup. Knocked away. Here's Guzman. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 7 points in the game.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Here's Kennedy. Goes back up. They shoot again. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And it's blocked. And they get it back. To the middle.
Come get it. Come get it. Ow, ow.
6 to shoot. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the paint. And he jams it with authority.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. We've got 1:08 left from the first half of basketball. Yep, that one goes.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here's Guzman, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing. You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
To the wing on the left. Out to the right wing. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's O'Reilly. The layup missed.
And they continue to control the glass.
He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And that does it for the first half of play. Up 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Down low. No good with the layup. Inside. Got a piece of it. To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
McGee with it. It's stolen. And here they come. On up the court. And they're running. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Inside. Misses the layup.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
To the paint. To the middle. Off target at the rim. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Launches a three. Headshot off.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
For the three. It's good from long range. McGee's got 5 now.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Tiemann. And that one is stuffed right through.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Simpson. Off with the layup.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Sinks that one from the post. Simpson's got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, you gotta love the determination there. He got good position and didn't take any chances. Finished right at the rim.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Well, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
The tray. That shot, no good. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Stolen. Here's the break. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boy, they are feasting right now off of all of these turnovers.
Here's Guzman. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And he lays it straight in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Guzman. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. 6 points for him.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Right here. Don't let him shoot that.
Down low.
Oh, bomb that.
Simpson with the rebound. Knocks it loose. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And we've seen them come out and be much more active defensively this half. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Out left to the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Here's Simpson. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Stephens pulls it in. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Here's Simpson. Misses the baby hook.
No matter what looks they get, They just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
The second chance effort, and Smith puts it in.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Takes it inside. Count the basket. 6 points for him.
Boy, George Gervin-esque with the feathery touch on the finger roll. Don't see that too much anymore.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And fourth quarter back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top-quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7, and this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
Got a hand on it. Here's Guzman going inside.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Steffens pulls it in.
You've got to be more aggressive. That kind of soft effort won't get it done.
That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. They get it back.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
McGee in the high post. Inside. The shot, no good. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Three-pointer, knocks down the three ball.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to Steffens. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
No good from the wing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And the basket is good. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And, Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
Rob. It's tipped. Stolen by McGee. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. A beautiful reverse layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the shot is good. McGee's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
There's the three. Good on the three-point shot.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
To the wing right side. Driving the lane. And he slams it one-handed.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Takes the 3. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. And he gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Deflects the pass. Just 5 to shoot. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Misses from short range. To the middle. score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Picked off in midair. Ball's knocked loose. Out to the wing. Sinks the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Richard. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Fires from deep. And no good. They're running. Finished off the break.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. Launches it. Can't hit that one. Takes a 3. Off target. And so the road team gets the W in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.